Good evening, witches and wizards, and welcome to another exciting and packed Potterwatch. Your host tonight will be Alesto, and joining her in this edition will be the Moon, Arthur, and Nyx. Due to some recent ill fortune, we were unable to bring you any news sooner. Lightning has struck, and unfortunately not the saving kind, the real kind. It's getting harder to find places to broadcast from.
Come on now, they don't want to listen to silly tripe like that.
Well, I felt the need to explain why we were absent. After all, people have come to expect us to give them the news that others don't want them to know.
You can skip all that nonsense and just get to what is important then. After all, that is why they have joined us this evening.
Those two are arguing.
Like always. The Moon here. We now turn our report over to the weather. Lightning has been spotted and captured for a brief moment before being released back out into the world. Don't worry, folks. What they say about lightning not striking the same place twice is true. There are confirmed reports that lightning is on the move. Travel has followed and is hiding with the help of a saucy French weasel and her werewolf companion.
I don't think that she will like being called that.
It doesn't matter what she likes and what she doesn't. She isn't here to stop us. Honestly, Arthur, if you have something to say, just spit it out.
I hate it when you call me Arthur. You make it sound like Arthur, and I am not a man. But other highlights in the news. Death Eaters have been arriving from all over the countryside to the giant castle, forcing the DA to retreat to the ROR for safety measures. Thanks to Abby for his constant care packages. Well, seriously, the food could be better.
You have to mention food at a time like this.
Oh, look. You were able to pull yourself away from fighting with Alesto. That's a surprise.
Stop picking on me. Nyx here. Before we continue, we must have a moment of silence for those that have fallen in the ranks. May their souls meet in the afterlife and find happiness. Pacis existo vobis. Until we meet again, my friends, take care.
God, Nyx, always so morbid. Why do you volunteer every time to do this segment?
Because she was the only one who could handle it without bursting into tears every time, unlike Alesto.
Oh, can it, Arthur? Can we just continue?
Royal wasn't able to be here, so we don't have much information on the Muggle world. But
Wait,
what is it this time, Moon?
recent accounts from those in the Muggle world have come in reporting that there has been a strange increase in Muggle deaths. Apparently, some silly Muggle decided to get into a row with a Death Eater, and it ended up spiraling downwards until the entire town had been wiped out. In other places, though, Muggles have reported seeing some strange spottings in the area. Apparently, Thestrals are starting to approach them, and quite a few have freaked out. Remember, folks, do not approach a Thestral without making sure that you have plenty of raw meat on hand, or else they will take off a hand. What?
It seems that this edition of Potterwatch has taken such a gruesome tone. Reverend will not be pleased with me when he returns.
What he don't know won't hurt him.
But
C'est la vie, Alesto. Also, the Muggle world is apparently trying to move on with life to keep things normal, though their idea of normal isn't really, well, normal.
how many times can you say normal in one sentence?
Anyways, the only news report that we have been able to get our hands on is coming from across the big sea from the Americas. Some award ceremony or something or other. What did they call it again? The Obras, the Actios, the Oceans.
The Oscars, Moon. Honestly,
Oh, hush, Alesto. Just because you have family there, stop showing off. Anyways, those Muggles are keeping themselves entertained with silly award shows. I guess that they haven't realized that the war will reach them soon if we fail. But apparently that movie about the boat, what was it called again? The Tornado? The Twister?
the Titanic. Really, Moon? Even Brits have heard about that film.
And they look like they're about to kill one another.
I swear, sometimes I wonder why we even bother. Should we leave them, Nyx?
Arthur, I think we should just ignore them and continue on with something else. All you that know Muggles out there, send us a word or two about how they're doing. I can only imagine what they are going through. Seeing people wandering around in robes, carrying wands, spells just being sent out in the open.
Almost sounds like when we were young and before we realized who we were, don't it, Nyx? But really, folks, we want to know how you're doing.
Moon, give me back my wand now.
Not until you promise to stop giving me a tail.
And there they go again.
Shall we talk about the school, Arthur? After all, if there is one thing for certain. I know of a few people that would like to say hello to our listeners.
Might as well pass along the messages we have. It doesn't seem like we are getting much else done today. As Nyx reported, reports from a certain wizarding school have been flooding us night and day, and we would like to get a few of those reports out in the open.
Right. Carrot Top wanted us to tell Lightning to be safe. I sense that the love in the air is getting stronger even when apart. Absence makes the heart grow fonder, apparently. Oh, and Carrot Top wants Fireball to know that she misses him as well. Fireball, honestly, I think I like Weasel King better.
Oh, hush. You're totally going to get reamed for that one, Nyx.
It wasn't my fault. Just sort of slipped out.
Someone's showing their Slytherin roots today.
Whatever. Rather be a snake than an ickle Hufflepuff.
Plant Boy has been working on turning his Rememberall into a portkey, but with very little results. To be honest, everyone that has tried it has come back out with no hair anywhere.
Remember how silly Pyro looked without his eyebrows?
Remember how that already happened our first year, Lesto?
Oh, yeah. Right. I forgot.
Have you two finally stopped fighting? I cannot believe that you just did that, Moon. Ugh.
Mooney has made her way back here, and we are wondering how she managed to find her way back without getting lost. There have been countless numbers of times that we have had to send out search parties to find her before she found herself at the end of a glowing wall. But she has a word of advice. The Nargles are important, and she says travel needs to bring Nargles to the castle. Strange girl.
Shh. She may hear you.
I don't care. She is a weird one, that witch.
Romulus wanted to be here with us, but unfortunately little Romulus isn't sleeping like he should be. Then again, when has any of us been sleeping like we should be?
Sleep is totally overrated.
Completely, Moon.
In lighter news,
Does anyone have any lighter news?
I have a joke.
Oh.
In honor of our friends who are somewhere out there. Besides, we cannot be serious all the time. Get it? Serious.
It's going to be a long night.
might as well let her have her moment. God only knows she needs it.
What do you call a coughing Quidditch commentator? A Weasley. What do you call jewelry that many people and I share? A Rubius. What do you call a teacher with a bad attitude? Moody. What does a Death Eater eat for breakfast? Crucios.
Oh dear.
And with that, we end another episode of Potterwatch. When we will broadcast again, it is uncertain, but we will be back, so make sure to keep fiddling with those dials. The next password will be Mooney. Existos tutis. Existos validus. Be safe. Be strong. Good night.